welcome to another reading vlog slash how much do I realistically read in a week now that uni has started again and I have classes and won't be able to stay at home all day and read, which really makes me sad because I love sitting at home and reading. But I'm also super excited for this reading vlog because I'm pretty sure that all week I'm gonna read this chunky book. This is Chain of Thorns by Cassandra Clare. This is the last book in the Last Hour series by her. I don't know how I feel about that yet because it's only a trilogy, so this is gonna be my goodbye to these characters, and I don't know if I'm ready yet, but I'm also nowhere close to saying goodbye to these characters because look, this book has over, I think, 800 pages, which is the thickest book I will ever read in my life, I think. It's insane. I actually did start this yesterday. Today is Tuesday, which also means that I forgot to start this vlog yesterday, but on Monday, so yesterday, I read this much. This is the first chapter and it was only 28 pages, and I think now I'm on page 100 because I read a bit more this morning and this afternoon, and now it's I think around like 10 p.m. and I have nothing to do at this hour, so we're gonna read this book. Can't wait to see what happens in the end because I feel like so far I have no idea how this story is gonna end, because the way book 2 ended, I had more questions than I did before, so I'm expecting all of my questions to be hopefully answered. One of the things that I'm most excited to see in this book is where the love triangle goes, because I feel like Cassandra Clare in this series has been very subtle with the love triangle. It was actually in the second book, like at the end, when I fully realized that there is a love triangle, and now I'm excited to see who she's gonna pick. I mean, it's kind of obvious who Cordelia is gonna pick. I don't want her to pick him. I want her to pick the other guy, but it's very, very, very unlikely. In fact, I know that she ends up with the guy that she ends up with because I saw a family tree, and you know, family trees usually spoil everything in the Shadowhunters world, but without a family tree I am not able to understand the story and how the characters are related because there's so many, and I don't know, I need a family tree. I feel like I should draw my own family tree, but that seems like a lot of work. But then when I look up a Shadowhunters family tree, I see spoilers, which sucks. But then again, I'm too lazy to draw my own family tree. So, but I feel like but Cassandra Clare's books, they always come with a map. This book doesn't have a map of London, but usually her books come with a map, and I think it's so unnecessary, and I think we should replace the map with a family tree, because that's what you need. You don't need a map of London or New York, you need a family tree. Something insane just happened in the book. I had to grab onto this bad boy. This is my jelly cat. Look how cute he is, she is, I don't know. There's this love triangle, right? And one guy and the girl went to Paris and they were like making out, and the other ones and the other guy are in London and they're in Paris, and so they're making out. They come to their like flat in Paris and they're kissing, and then someone turns on the light and it's the other guy, and he finds them there in Paris kissing, and then I can't believe what's gonna happen next. And the thing is that I know who she's gonna end up with because it's kind of obvious, but I don't want her to end up with him. I want her to pick the other guy because he's so sweet. And I know that when Cordelia breaks it down to him and is like, you know, I'm picking the other guy, he's gonna be so heartbroken, and I don't want that. He deserves better. And I love him so much. Maybe he should pick me then. I love him. Matthew is such an angel. I don't know if that's like a spoiler now, but the love triangle is between Cordelia, Matthew, and James. Is that a spoiler? I'm not sure, but it's kind of obvious. Today's Wednesday. I look a bit crazy because I took a shower, but let's do a quick reading update because I ended up reading quite a lot yesterday. I got up to page 176, which means I read over 140 pages, I think. I'm not gonna do the math because I can't do math, but today I read so much. I'm on chapter 17 because I'm reading it on my Kindle because it's so much more comfortable. And chapter 17, that means I'm on page 304, which is crazy. So this is how far I'm into the book. Almost halfway through the book, I guess. I don't know. But I'm so happy that this book is good and also fast-paced and easy to read because it is chunky, and I, to be honest, have a big book fear. Like, I can't read a book that is over 380 pages. Like, that's a lot for me. But I'm happy that I'm flying through this book and it's so good. I feel like there's always something happening, and especially the love triangle. I knew Cassandra Clare wouldn't disappoint me. I actually don't know how they're gonna resolve everything because I feel like in the Infernal Devices it was messy for the readers but not messy for the characters because the two boys, they're soulmates. Like, Will and Jem are soulmates. I feel like in this book the love triangle is messy because of the characters, in the sense that the two boys who love the same girl aren't on the best terms, whereas in the Infernal Devices, for example, Will and Jem, the two boys, were like soulmates. They were parabatai like Matthew and James, but I think in Will and Jem's case, they like didn't have any resentment towards each other, whereas in Chain of Thorns I feel like there is a bit of bad blood between James and Matthew, but I don't know. I'm excited to see what else is gonna happen. I feel like this is such a bad reading vlog because today's Thursday and I barely filmed anything. I keep forgetting to film during the day, and then at night the lightning is bad and I don't know, it sucks, but some very exciting things happened today. First of all, I finally finished editing my first reading vlog, which I will be uploading tomorrow. And then I also did a thumbnail which low-key looks ugly, but I found some cute fonts that save the thumbnail a bit. It's just that I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, this is the first time I have to make a thumbnail and I wanted to make it look cute. It's not really, but it's pink because the font is pink and I love pink, so I don't know, we'll see if I'll actually use a thumbnail because I mean it doesn't look that bad. Maybe I shouldn't be too, oh my god, help, too harsh on myself, but it looks like this. Doesn't look too shabby, I think. So to be honest, I'm too lazy to make a new one, so we're just gonna use it. And as for what I'm reading, surprise surprise, Chain of Thorns, I'm on page 416. I am so proud of myself for getting through these books so fast. I flew through them and I'm so happy about that. It encourages me to read more bigger books like Crime and Punishment and Anna Karenina, but I mean this is a YA urban fantasy, and Crime and Punishment is a classic. But this book is so good. So many exciting things happened, and I wish I had recorded my reaction. It would have been so much fun to like look back on, but I keep forgetting to record anything. There's so much happening. I'm like really, I'm not overwhelmed, but I need to know how everything that has happened so far is connected to the other books. And I don't know, I need answers and I need explanations, and I can't wait to read more today. I feel like I don't have any theories, but there are a couple characters that I think are very suspicious, and there's one character and he's acting so nice. I feel like he's too nice, and that makes him very suspicious, and I don't know if he's just very generous and kind and has good intentions, or if he's scheming something. But I guess I will find out soon. I mean, I will probably read the rest of the night, and then maybe tomorrow we can finish this bad boy. I don't want to like say too much, but if I put my mind to it, I might be able to finish this tomorrow. But I have to get up early, unfortunately, because I have a couple things to do, like pick up some packages. I got some new vinyls, which I'm just so excited for because I love my record player. It was such a good investment, and I love listening to music while reading. It's such a vibe, and I ordered some more vinyls so I have more options when I'm picking which album I could listen to while reading. And so yeah, we'll see which ones I pick tomorrow, but I think they're great albums. Something horrible happened. Something really, really, really horrible happened, and I don't want to talk about it, but we're gonna talk about it. One of my favorite characters died. And like, it happened out of nowhere. He was injured, but then he died. There was no reason for him to die. Like, absolutely no reason. There's so many other characters that actually deserved to die, and the fact that he died does not sit right with me, because he was such a comfort character. He was so nice and just so sweet, and he was like the sunshine of the group. He did not deserve this. He did not deserve death, and I really hope that somehow they bring him back, like through some magic, because no, I don't accept this, because he deserves so much better. Like they were in battle, and then he got shot, but like in his shoulder, and then he died. I don't know if I can do this. I'm too weak. I was in disbelief, because he was like, the author was like describing, he's like lying there, his shoulder is bruised and everything, and suddenly he's dead. No, he's not. I don't accept that. I can't accept that. Someone needs to bring him back. They can't do that. They have that ability, so I need someone to use that ability to bring him back. I actually don't want to continue reading it anymore, but I am really close to finishing it. I'm on page 528. So I have this much left, which is honestly, it's so crazy to me that I've read this much. Wait, I've read all of this week. That's so crazy. If all goes well, I will finish this tomorrow, and then on Sunday, or maybe on Saturday as well, we can start a new book. And the thing is, last book in a series, so what is going to fill the void that this series is going to leave? Because that's an important decision, because any book any book that I will read after this has a chance to put me back in my reading slump, and then I don't know what to do. But I actually have quite good books at home that I think would be fun to read. Honestly, I've been itching to read The Secret History. Now that I'm sort of over my big book fear, I think The Secret History is my next challenge. But I'm definitely gonna miss these characters and this story, but I don't think I will be as depressed as I was when I read the Infernal Devices series. So I guess that's a good thing, but I'm not sure. I might as well just reread the Infernal Devices. I know I always talk about the Infernal Devices and about Will and Jem, but that series just really holds a special place in my heart. I don't know how to describe it, but I've never felt this way about a story or characters before. Like, I genuinely think about them all the time. But I don't know. I really want to reread the Infernal Devices though, because I see Will Herondale as a husband, and now I want to go back in time and see Will as, you know, a boyfriend. I don't know, I need more Will, because this book isn't giving me enough Will. I know it's not about Will, but it can always be about Will Herondale, you know? Will is just, he's such a good dad. I love him. And Tessa is such a good mom. Like, do you know the way the narrator describes like the bond between Will and Tessa and their kids is just so sweet. And I love that Will is still this sarcastic guy. I love him. I love him so much. I know I always talk about Will, but he deserves it. He deserves the hype that Aaron Warner gets. Okay? Because Will and Jem, they're so much better than Aaron Warner. But I also love Aaron, but he doesn't come close to Will and Jem. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but I think it's the truth. Happy Saturday. I look like a mess. I feel like a mess. I stayed up a bit late last night to read this book, and I'm still reading it. I thought I might finish it yesterday, but that did not happen. And I read quite a lot. Actually, I read almost 200 pages. I got up to page, let me check, 653, which means I have a little more than 100 pages left, and I am scared for my life, basically, because there's still so much going on and so much is still unclear, and I feel like I'm just gonna get answer after answer, explanation after explanation, plot twist after plot twist, and I don't know if my little heart can take this right now, because there's like this situation that the characters are in right now makes me so uncomfortable and so scared for them, because I feel like they could die any second. But we'll see what's gonna happen. I feel like there's so much going on, and I feel like I can't really talk about it because this is the third book in a series, and then I would, you know, give away spoilers. So that's not fun, obviously, but it's so crazy, and I really want to know how this is gonna end. Like, you know, there's like a demon mystery throughout the series, and I still don't know how it happened and how they're gonna end this demon's life and this demon's plans. But I am so excited still to you know, also read the characters happy ending, if there is even a happy ending, but I really hope so. I'm gonna sit down and try to read the last pages, because now is the time of the day where I sit down, make myself a coffee, and read, and we'll see if I finish this today, but I'm actually pretty sure that I will finish it, and then tonight or tomorrow we'll start a new book. I have 40 pages left and I am so scared. So much has happened. So there's this Prince of Hell who kidnapped two shadow hunters, brought them to his realm, and then two other characters have to travel to his realm to bring back their friends. And the Prince of Hell possessed one of the shadow hunters, and now I don't know what they're gonna do to undo that. But I think I stopped reading at that moment where they're basically undoing it, and I can't do this right now. I am so scared. I have this much left. I can't do this right now. I can't do this. I am so scared. It's been so long since I was this nervous about reading a book, but my heart is beating and I'm so nervous. I'm so scared. I hope nothing tragic happens. I am so scared. I'm so nervous. Oh my god. I need to calm down. I cannot believe words on paper make me feel this way. It's so crazy, but I love it. I finished it. I finished this book, which means we can take off my bookmark, end it in the most perfect way ever. I can't say what I'm gonna rate this book. It was really good. And I finished the Last Hour series. Oh my god. I already miss these characters so much, and the epilogue was so sweet, and I'm so happy that everyone got their happy ending, and I love it. And now I can't wait for Cassandra Clare's next series, which is coming out, I think the first book is coming out this year. I'm not sure, but I love this. It was so good, and the series was amazing. I need like a day or two to process what I read. I loved it so much, and I'm gonna miss these characters. But yeah, now the question of all questions, what do I do? I don't know, but I can't wait to go to Goodreads now and mark this book is finished. Now it's time for the wrap up. I again wrote down how many pages I read each day. On Monday, I only read 28 pages. I don't know why, to be honest. That was the day when I started Chain of Thorns. I think I was just still processing the second book. Then on Tuesday, I read 148 pages. Can't complain. Amazing number. And then on Wednesday, I didn't have any classes that day, so I read 172 pages. Incredible. I mean, this book was just impossible to put down. So on Thursday, I read 123 pages. Great number. On Saturday, I finished reading Chain of Thorns. I read the last 115 pages that were missing. And today's Sunday, and I don't know how much I read today, but it wasn't much because I don't know what to read. I feel like every book I try to read just didn't hit, and I don't know what to read next. But it was a great week nonetheless. I read the last book in a series. I loved it, and that's what matters.